Hello everybody, it's Maureen. We didn't quite meet the end of May deadline like I originally had as my goal, although I was finally able to complete the ruffs, wrist cuffs, and the neck ruff for this particular doll. And each month you're kind of probably noticing over the past few months especially, new month, new doll. Now, granted, that is not sustainable for a long period of time because even though dolls are smaller, they do still take up space. And I am definitely running out of room for our dolly friends to a certain extent as well. So in this case, I will be slowing down on doll related videos, just so you know. So she'll be one of the last ones for a little while. And what we have here, this is Maria Louisa. She represents like a 1560s, 1570s Spanish style outfit. And we have a lot of bling here as well. So I apologize for shaky cam. So just to recap, we have our friend Isabeau de Saint-Cecile over here that we completed the prior month. She happens to have a belt, a necklace, a pearl edged hairnet, and pearl edged hat made for like a 1560s French interpretation. The little gold collar, I went through some of my costume jewelry, and so I've added a little extra bling to some of our friends. So you may see these little gold collars that I ended up creating from one very long costume piece and just separated out the different colors. So she has a burgundy colored one, and our friend Maria Louisa has a blue one. Just kind of goes with the theme. So we have our jewelry pieces. I had an extra set of pearls, so I went ahead and twisted them around her hair, and also had actually a wreath of ribbon roses is also there as well. So she has, you know, quite a bit in her hair, which was quite popular in Spain during this time frame. Not everything had, or not every country or region had a specific hat that was worn all the time. Sometimes it would just be hair decoration like what we have on our friend here. So we have a mix of materials. We have yet again a flocked faux silk floral on top. And this time round we have it as a, you know, light greenish blue with the brown, versus Isabeau had a brown gold with the purple as the flocked acanthus leaf floral design. So same fabric, same floral pattern, different colors definitely makes it look unique. So I did this entire outfit in 2 days. Do I recommend doing that? No, your hands are going to be angry with you if you decide to do this. The first underlayer here, which was about 13 hours, was a skirt, bodice, and sleeves that you see here. That was the underlayer made of silk dupioni and velvet ribbon. And then that is also lined in a cotton. The outer gown that you're seeing here with the floral pattern, this is a faux silk, which means that it's polyester. It still has the sheen, but it definitely doesn't have the weight of what period silks would have been. They would have been a lot heavier. I did line the hanging sleeves with some silk dupioni to pull in the color from underneath and the sleeves to kind of tie it all together. So we have that. I used the last of these mother of pearl O's. I don't have any more of those. I'm sure I could find them online, but I'm okay with running out. It just forces me to use other materials that I already have. So I repeated the same We have black pearls, gray pearls, and white mother of pearl. I did that in the necklace as well. So instead of it being the O's per se, I kept one for a pendant, but I used round pearls instead. And then same for the hair decoration as well, because it's not just that front, it also goes around the little bun in the back. And then I've made sure to secure the hairstyle and the beads so they don't move around. That's all secured with some bobby pins. It could be sewn into place too. That's another option if you don't mind it staying there permanently. But yeah, I used some lace and created the wrist cuffs, and then also used actually about 4 yards of lace to create the neck ruff. And that really makes it look like the inspirational images. You have this wider neck ruff, kind of like your head on a platter situation. And then the smaller ones for the wrists. This is also a sculpt that has built-in shoes. It's nice when I can find them like that. It makes it so much easier instead of having to worry about creating shoes or what the foot is like. And that's one thing I enjoy about porcelain dolls, even though porcelain wasn't really a thing until like the late 1700s, early 1800s, as far as like a bisque porcelain is concerned. They did have clay though, and you could definitely come up with something that would have worked. It just wouldn't have been as waterproof, and it wouldn't have been fired, like porcelain's fired at a very high temperature compared to other kinds of pottery and ceramics. It did exist in China much sooner than it existed in Europe. So that's the other thing is, you know, the technique was around, but was it really being used in Europe? Not prior to the 1700s. But this is our friend Maria Louisa. She looks fantastic and over the top, which is with Renaissance style, more is more. That's always how it has been. That's why it's so very much that it stands out in styles of historical clothing in particular. And they take this theme of more is more well into the 1800s, where you're seeing the, you know, wider panniers, and it's interesting how court clothing changes over time. So this is our friend. She is fully complete. And what are my plans going to be on the channel going forward? Well, I need to actually start making clothing for myself. I've been putting off making some Tudor kirtles. I have about 6 different colors that I've been meaning to make for myself. So I'm going to work on those, and we can do some videos with that. I have a project for making a Tudor fitted gown, and that is going to be spun, which I'm still working on spinning all the wool, woven into fabric and then created into clothing. So that project will probably be a vlog series that I will be creating for this channel as well as I get things done. Plus, I also have the embroidered waistcoat. I haven't really made much progress on that yet, but we'll see what I can do without having any real reference. As far as the embroidered waistcoat, I did get an email back from the Victoria and Albert Museum, but everything's packed up, so they weren't really able to supply me with additional details, which I figured was going to be the case. So stay tuned to this channel for some interesting human clothing updates coming soon. You may see a video pop in for the twins as far as doing some clothing for them at some point. So there may be a little bit of doll videos, but they're going to be slowing down compared to what it was. If you like this video and enjoy the different topics that we cover here on Tudorosities, please consider liking and subscribing. I upload once monthly, and we make some creative, awesome things here. So I look forward to talking to you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.